Okay, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kalaimla, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, who do rule and teach well. Today, gonna do kind of like a land back video. I was watching the brother GMS Vegas, and this brother, that's like I don't know his name. The brother who runs that page, he was talking about, someone's probably at the door, but yeah, he's talking about the situation where apparently one of these IOIC guys gets shot or something, but the guys were preaching in the hood and whatever, which we're not supposed to do that. Like the script's talking about wizard cry from the opening of the gates. So the gates were like the chief place of concourse back then in the city. So we're supposed to be in like the chief places of concourse, like malls and parks and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about like hood nigga parks where niggas are like, you will literally walk like 2 feet and this nigga's fucking peddling dope. You're supposed to like, go to, parks and like metropolitan areas, like areas that have like a lot of traffic, a lot of, different people, a lot of diverse people, and like in like the city centers, in places like that. The brother GMS Vegas, he was talking about places like, city halls and places like that, places that are like the common areas, where people are, you're supposed to be like in the fucking boonies, and even if you do be out there in the boonies, like the brother said in there, I'm not gonna like, copy word for word what he said, but you gotta like know what you're doing if you're gonna go over there, because those guys are very snippy, whatever, however these hood niggas are, because I stay away from hood niggas, but they are a little, they just got like a weird energy about them, man. They're emotional, and they just like, they're impulsive, like the brother said. It's the perfect word. They're very impulsive, and they're just like, like at the fucking smallest inkling of like anything, like someone could like make a mistake and like bump into them, and they're like ready to fucking fight, or literally anything, and they can be ready to fight. You look at them the wrong way, they could be ready to fight, or whatever. It could just be anything, so those aren't really good places to preach. Like I said, like the scripture says, wisdom cries in the opening of the gate. So you're supposed to be in the metropolitan areas, so we know that, right? The brother was bringing out a lot of the basics, because he was also talking about other stuff, because some other guy, Jeremiah Ben something, I think it's Judah or something, he doesn't use like the Paleo Hebrew. He's using like the just a different dialect. I guess it's like more like modern Hebrew, I guess. So I say he's not speaking the original language, so I don't really know what this guy is, or this guy may be, I don't really remember exactly what the brother said. You can go watch the video for yourself if you want to like look more into it. But this guy is saying, just focusing on what the guy said, he's pretty much implying that, we got to get off the streets, and that we're not supposed to be out there teaching. Actually, before I even get this one, I'll just get the basics here. Right, so I'm just gonna get the basics, get to the point. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, they will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Now, if you got ears to hear, you'll understand that, in the last days there will be a famine of bread and for water. People are dealing with that. I think like the Midwest, people are having problems with like water and whatever, but like in the West Midwest, I heard something like that. And there are famines, supply chain shortages. That's why like prices of food for certain items have been going up, and they're just kind of like sitting there, right. And it's a man-made famine as well, It's a man-made famine. Certain places are just having like bad land, and the fucking crops aren't growing right, because like the monoculture and all this industrial shit. But Then you also have places that are like literally fucking man-made famines, like the leads, so like and like bird flu and all this other shit, which we don't really buy that shit. That it's like actually like a bird flu. They're just killing off the animals, just making an excuse to kill off the chickens and stuff, start the people out for the MLTB, right? But of hearing the words of the Lord, right? And if you have the ears here, right, you'll understand, right, that this devil, right? We know that devil shall come down upon you having great wrath. For we know if he has but a short time, right? It's Revelation 12:12. He's gonna come down, man, in Jacob's trouble. He's gonna come down with these blackouts, with the heavy censorship, right? And all the censorship is really gonna lead on to them, hunting down the men of the Lord. You men of Great Millstone, as well as you Great Millstone affiliates, because they watching you, man, and they got your name on the list. They're like, yeah, we saw him. He was with that, brother in GMS, and he said hi to him. He said shalom. So, we got to round them up too, because that's why they have all those FEMA camps and FEMA centers and stuff, and why they take what abandoned movie theaters. I remember they take like abandoned buildings and stuff, and FEMA will like take them and they'll convert them into like basically prisons, right? And that's the hour temptation. We're gonna be forced to go off the streets in those days. When Jacob's trouble comes down, when the heavy censorship comes down, and all this stuff really comes down. We're not really gonna be able to, teach. They shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord. They should not find it, right? Because we're not going to be in the corners. Okay, so this isn't the time for that. The Lord hasn't sent a famine of the land to hear the words of the Lord. In other words, like, we can still upload videos. Like, I can upload, a camp, which I've been doing on live and stuff, right? Like, I can upload a live camp, and then that's fine, right? In those days, I won't be able to do that. Right, either they'll ban my IP, right? Or they'll do something like that. They'll censor my IP and stop me from posting, period, right? Which is something which could very well come up. Or the scripture says will be pilgrims on the earth, when they start sending those FEMA troops and different operatives after us. I'm not going to be like trying to upload a video, upload a quick sit down while I'm on the run. Fuck that. I'm out. That's just the spirit you gotta have, man. So yeah, so that's that, right? And then to talk about now, right? Sirach 20:30, wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up, where profit is in them both. Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom. Okay? Wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up. What profit is in both? You see? So there is no profit in treasure that's hidden. Right? There's no profit. There's wisdom that is hid. You're supposed to spread your wisdom. Because wisdom that is hid, which wisdom is just a complete form of knowledge. Meaning that you know how to use your knowledge, when to use it, when not to use it, right? In this truth, we do have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So all three. Understanding is just a stronger form of wisdom. Meaning you have a full understanding of when and how to use the knowledge to its complete state, right? And we have the scriptures to teach us that, So we do have the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, right? Like I said in, let's see here. Cast not. Let's see here. Come on now. Yeah. Oh yeah, what should I say? Give not that which is holding to the dogs and the cats of your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. Right? And so you're not supposed to be pushing this truth to like your family, you know. And you're not supposed to just give the truth to like anyone, like, you know. You're not supposed to just be, you know, trying too hard with these people, you know, because they'll just cast it off and they'll rend you, man. You know, some of them will actually like attack you. You know what I mean? Like some people's family members will actually like want to fight over something like that. You know. And meanwhile, you're actually trying to help them. So don't cast your pearls before swine. You know. Titus 3:10, a man that is a heretic after the first and second admonition reject. Right? So yeah, that's the second one. So, you know, someone that's a heretic, you're supposed to tell them once, you know, they don't get it, you know, and they still stick around and say, hey man, you really gotta stop. No, and it's like, okay, you gotta go. But for some people, it just takes one. You know, for some people, you'll just, you know, they'll come around. You say, you know, hey man, no pork, and then they'll come around and say, oh man, but I just love me a Cuban sandwich, nigga. Man, that Cuban sandwich be tasting good, nigga. The Cuban sandwich is good as fuck, nigga. It's like, you know, and then they walk away. You know, for some people, you know, they'll kind of have one foot in the door and one foot out the door. Like, you know, hey man, but the Cuban sandwich so good, and you try to tell, and then they said, man, I just gotta eat the pork, man. You know, I'm just a fucking glutton, nigga. I gotta eat that shit, you know, cause you know how niggas are. But yeah, yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, so it's pretty much the video. I mean, the brother made like a lot of really great points. I gotta even watch the entire video, but brother went over like a lot of, you know, very sound points. I recommend you brothers go check out his video. I reposted in the community section of my channel because I was watching it, you know, and I was liking the brother's points. You know, he went over a lot of like the basics that we all should know, you know, like soft answer turns away wrath and things like that, you know. And I just want to like add my own, you know, few scriptures onto it, because, you know, we're supposed to grow in the grace and faith of, you know, Yahushua Mashiach. So you're not supposed to, at a certain amount of time when you're in this truth, you know, you're not supposed to just be like sitting here like copy pasting brothers like sit downs, you know what I mean? You're supposed to like you know, sit here and like actually like come up with your own stuff, you know, just like copy word for word. Because I mean, it's like there's no way like anyone is gonna sit here and make a video and cover like every single scripture pertaining to a topic. Even if they did like a 2 or 3 hour lesson, there's probably something that they probably missed. You know, even if you have like 4 or 5 brothers and they all talk about a topic, they probably missed at least something, you know. So you can always come up with your own thing, find something that they didn't get into, or just come up with a different point. And of course, you know, the Spirit will guide you. Love on your brothers. And I got something out of this video, you know, and Shalom.